This guy is awesome. I will tell you why in just a second, but I think today we'll actually start with the glamour shots. As you might have noticed, this guy is not truly awesome. Not in the sense that he's like the next level sculpt painted by the heavy metal team. It is simply that my Imbari treasure hunters needed yet another body with heavy armor. And that is before a game this weekend. So I quickly stitched up this sort of Franken build here. It is based on a Bretonnian Men at Arms body, but the torso was switched for a Chaos Warrior. The left arm is actually from a Frostgrave kit, and quite obviously the right arm, the shield and the helmet are from a Bretonnian Knights box. Adding to the sort of short time was also the considerations that I need to travel with this guy. So there's been some pragmatic choices here. Like the shield is actually touching the leg and attached there as well to give it some extra stability. The sort of ribbons flying from his helmet has been shortened off a bit so that they will get stuck in stuff. And the right arm has been sort of tucked down and it's not in the angle it should be, sort of protruding upwards. This one is actually pointing downwards to give a smaller silhouette. It gives a kind of silly direction with the chain here, like no chains are pointing that way unless you're in really strong winds. But it doesn't really matter. The base is not much better. I mean, it's just regular slap things, the regular texture paint, texture stuff, the basing texture thing, together with a skull from the Citadel box. And the paint job, well, it's not really truly awesome either. The whole basic thing here is just that it got painted black, and then it got a dry brush with silver. Yep. No oil colors either. No oil colors at all, because I don't have the time to wait for them to cure. So most of this, the rest of the body is actually some sort of kind of slap shop. There are some contrast paints in there, but they're not really used as contrast paints, rather like filter or washes or something. And the shield is obviously not contrast paint, that's just off-white and painted some, well, the sort of signature there, and the sides are sort of handmade with another color. It was actually pretty much whatever was left in the brush by that point. I can tell that the brush was hardly rinsed between this and some other guys that I made in the same batch, because this guy is actually made out of a batch of 4. The other guys, one of them actually turned out quite nice, like this gunner here, but I mean, it's just an Empire gunner with a Bretonnian helmet to show that he has some light armor. But there are others like this guy who just, well, he's not looking nice at all. It's just a failed paint job, and well, I suppose it's a Flagelant. What can go wrong with a Flagelant? But I mean, the paint job just lacks everything. You need details, you need to get some highlights and shadows and stuff. It's not very good. But this guy, he just came out good. And I think that all these bits together actually sort of created something that was not before, if you know what I mean. Being the best out of 4 does not make this miniature awesome. I mean, best is just a relative term. No, it's something else here. Something that you cannot see. The joy of making this guy. This guy is now part of a mega project. He has not been in the making for years. He is a stopgap miniature, quick build to fit something for the weekend, and despite this, he came out on top. He even survived the paint job. And that is why this guy is awesome. He has simply been a great experience so far. I'll probably regret saying that, like when I lose him on this trip or something. But yeah, I mean, he's been a great experience, and you did not have that experience. So for you, it's just another, regular dude, and I fully accept that. uh, well, so I made a video about some guy that you think is like, yeah, well, whatever. But for me, this is just pure joy, and that should be the main goal of your hobby. Enjoy yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, you're not doing it right. So, whatever you do, don't forget to enjoy your hobby.